And bada bing, bada boom. Let's get into some karate combat shit. If you don't know who that is up on the screen, that is Adam Noi, a very, very decorated Muay Thai fighter. Really good striker. Been doing a lot in karate combat. Been rising up, and I think he's ready for us. I think he's ready for his title shot against one of our good friends, Arturo Vergara. And quote him, he says, "Vergara has had an incredible journey in karate combat. Now it's my turn. I want the belt." So Noi wants a shot at Arturo Vergara. I mean, this is going to be absolutely insane, striking at his best. A lot of people are going to look at it like, oh, Noi has all this Muay Thai and all this stuff, but a lot of people don't know that Arturo comes from Muay Thai and things of that sort. They have a very similar background when it comes to martial arts. I think Arturo has more in the MMA side of things as far as like grappling and all that stuff, so we may see quite a bit of an advantage there. But Noi is a very dangerous striker. Very, very dangerous striker. We've seen him put up some really great performances. I think his last performance was one that he was tested at the most. Ali Zanfar is a fucking monster. I felt like that fight could go either way.
And he went into deep waters that fight.
Yeah, he went in very deep waters. The thing I would say is Noi's cardio wasn't the best there. And at first I was kind of thinking like, is it high elevation here? But it's really not that high elevation. It's pretty decent.
The travel though, it's not the only thing that affects it. It could have been a lot of things because I mean,
yeah,
I'll tell you, you've seen a lot of his just regular striking bouts. I mean, he's gone the distance plenty of times and looked great. I wouldn't be too concerned about it just off of that one performance. And also worth noting, it was good enough for him to win the fight in overtime.
Nah, it was.
So
it was
in the last round. He was.
I love Adam. Love Adam Noi. But in my opinion, I don't feel like you won that fight. I just don't. I know me and you have had disagreements on this. You've made a great point, and I respect that. It's just in my opinion, from what I saw, I felt like Ali Zanfar put a little more out there. In my opinion, not taken away from Noi, because, like I said, these are two guys that were fighting to fight for the belt next. These are the top of the top. These are the best of the best. And it was a very close fight. I'm not saying that Ali Zanfar won by a landslide. Fuck no. I just feel like he had a slight advantage. In my opinion, in the striking department and just moving forward. So, but Noi was able to get a decision. He proved to the judges, and proving it to me doesn't fucking matter. I'm a guy on the mic. I'm a guy there. I'm a spectator. I'm a fan. Part of the broadcast, but also I don't fucking matter when it comes to making a decision on fights. That's the commission and the judges, and the referee. Granted, they have to stop the fight. So, but well deserved. You know what I'm saying? Outside of that, like I said, he has a lot of finishes. He's an amazing striker. He's very well accomplished before he even got to karate combat. Like, he was big, won championship, a bunch of different stuff across Thailand, all over. So I can't wait to see this fight. Now it also has happened that boom, when the news broke that Adam Noi wanted the shot of the bantamweight belt, we also had, Tyson Nam, who knocked out. Oh shoot, hold on, let me see. Tyson Nam, who knocked out one of Arturo's teammates, who was also on the rise, Laxmi Montavalan.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so he said
he was undefeated in combat sports before that fight.
Yes, who was definitely undefeated and one of the best fighters on Casey's roster in that division. Very amazing striker. Had a lot of finishes. I think before that, I think it was all finishes before that. I think maybe one time he went to decision. But Tyson Nam, who beat him in Miami, and the last time he fought, also another well-established MMA fighter, long career, definitely fought some really great guys. UFC career, fought some really good guys. He said, you should fight me first. You should fight me first. I knocked out a top contender. You've beat a few guys, but to be honest, the only real contender that Noi beat was Ali Zanfar. So if you look at it from that aspect and that point of view, they kind of both just kind of knocked out contenders. They both kind of just took out a contender. You could argue that Tyson Nams was in a more exciting fashion and a more solidified finish than the Ali Zanfar, because like we said, it was a close fight. So I could see that. But honestly, me knowing Arturo, I think he wants to fight Adam Noi first. And I think Karate Combat.
They're both extremely you can't go wrong either way. They're both extremely proven established guys.
Yeah, I think he wants to fight Noi first. But in the contrary, there's also a beef with Nam. I have a video actually. I posted it on the for our Twitter. And there's a video that Karate Combat released on their Instagram, and I reposted it on Twitter because I didn't see them posted on Twitter. But it is basically when the knockout happened, pit side you had Arturo Vergara, right? And here it is right here. And from what you can see here, after he wins,
I want to fucking sleep you. I want to sleep you. I want to sleep you now.
You know what's funny?
So you have that as well.
I remember that because he was right next to the commentary booth.
Yeah. So you have that as well. So that kind of spices the things up, right? So like I said, I think Arturo will want to fight Adam Noi first, but also there is, that kind of, I want to get back from my brother because Loxby and Arturo fight at the same gym. They're really great friends. I know the entire friend group. I'm basically part of it at this point. And they have a lot of friends, like childhood friends that are in common. They have a lot of gym friends that are in common. They, like I said, they work out every day together. They're both 35ers. So they're in the same gym. They're going to work out with each other because they're the same size. It's the best, workout that he could get to fight in his division, especially somebody who's also a contender, knocking people out and doing the same thing you're doing in the division. So, it could go either way here. Me personally, I'd rather see the Adam Noi fight first. Then he could fight Tyson Nam, but Tyson should fight somebody else. I think Tyson should fight either Ali Zanfar or who, trying to think who else in that division would I want to see them fight? Or Owen Chamia. I would like to see either one of those fights.
How about they fight each other for a title shot?
I wouldn't be past that neither, but I think they're gonna give Noi for the sheer fact of like Noi versus Arturo Vergara is more fan service. Because the thing about Tyson Nam is I love Tyson Nam. He's a great fighter, amazing. Came in, made a statement. We know him more from UFC. The Karate Combat core-based fan base that doesn't know UFC doesn't know him, and he hasn't put in enough work for it to pull for a main event that I feel like Arturo Vergara and Adam Noi would pull for a main event.